Thanos is not only a significant but also a fascinating character within the Marvel Universe. Often depicted as the ultimate antagonist, he has gained immense popularity as one of the most iconic supervillains in American comic book history. In numerous iterations, Thanos is portrayed as either the most powerful or among the most powerful Marvel characters. This video aims to explore whether Thanos is truly the most powerful Eternal, or if there exists another Eternal who surpasses him in might. As an Eternal himself, Thanos possesses a unique mutation known as the Deviance gene, granting him unparalleled power that surpasses the majority of his fellow Eternals. However, there is one exception to this rule: his grandfather Kronos, who stands as the sole Eternal more potent than Thanos. With this brief introduction in mind, let us delve further into the topic at hand within this video: Thanos' origin. Before we delve into answering our question, let's provide a brief explanation of the origin of Marvel's infamous Mad Titan. Thanos was born on Titan, one of Saturn's moons. As a member of the Eternals are a fictional race within the Marvel Universe, humanoid in appearance, and descended from the evolutionary processes that shaped humans on Earth. Created by the enigmatic alien beings known as the Celestials, the Eternals are designated as cosmic defenders of Earth. They possess a range of superhuman abilities, surpassing those of ordinary humans, making them a formidable force. This serves as the foundational identity of Thanos. However, what sets Thanos apart from his fellow Eternals is the presence of the Deviance gene within him, which accounts for his distinctive appearance and grants him additional powers. The Deviants, another fictional race in the Marvel Universe, are also humanoid, but are characterized by their inherent destructiveness. As a result, clashes between the Eternals and the Deviants are not uncommon, mirroring the dynamic between the virtuous new gods of New Genesis and the malevolent new gods led by Darkseid of Apocalypse in the DC Universe. Due to his possession of the Deviance gene, Thanos possesses far greater power than regular Eternals and can achieve feats beyond their capabilities. Now let us provide you with further insights into the Eternals themselves. Who are the Eternals? As previously mentioned, the Eternals are a fictional race within the Marvel Universe, playing a vital role in Marvel's cosmic narratives, crafted by Jack Kirby. Their introduction took place in the comic book The Eternals #1 in 1976, marking their inception into the Marvel canon and establishing their significance within the expansive cosmic tapestry, the creation and nature of the Eternals. The Eternals owe their existence to the Celestials, ancient beings who arrived on Earth 1 million years ago and conducted transformative experiments on early humans. These experiments resulted in the emergence of two distinct races: the humanoid Eternals and their monstrous counterparts, the Deviants. While sharing a humanoid form, the Eternals possess powers far surpassing those of ordinary humans. They enjoy extended lifespans, although not true immortality, and boast a diverse array of extraordinary abilities that set them apart from their human counterparts. Despite their remarkable capabilities, the Eternals predominantly use their powers for the greater good, acting as protectors of humanity in numerous instances, particularly in the face of the malevolent Deviants' destructive tendencies. The Deviants and Thanos. Within the ranks of the Eternals, conflicts have arisen on multiple occasions. Two significant clashes stand out: the Eternal War spearheaded by Kronos and the confrontation with Thanos. The initial civil war revolved around a fundamental disagreement on whether the Eternals should seek to conquer other races. Ultimately, Kronos and his pacifistic faction emerged victorious, while Uranus and his opponents, advocating for war, departed to establish their own separate colony. Subsequently, a fateful experiment conducted by Kronos resulted in the unintentional destruction of the Eternals' homeland, Titanos. However, this catastrophe also triggered the activation of latent genes, giving rise to a new generation of Eternals. Later, the formidable Thanos, an Eternal possessing the Deviant gene, posed a grave threat to the Eternals' colony. Despite the immense challenges, they persevered, rebuilding their stronghold and joining forces with other heroic figures in various encounters against Thanos. While the Eternals have not been extensively featured as a cohesive group in derivative material, certain individual members have enjoyed individual spotlight. Notably, the Eternals have made their debut as a collective entity in the Eternals film, marking their integration into the ever-expanding Marvel Cinematic Universe. Is Thanos the most powerful Eternal? This question delves into the relative strength of Thanos compared to his fellow Eternals. Thanos, being an Eternal, possesses remarkable power and has surpassed most characters even without external augmentations like the Infinity Stones. His abilities encompass superhuman strength, speed and durability, invulnerability, teleportation, regeneration, matter manipulation, telepathy, energy manipulation, flight, and exceptional intelligence. The source of his extraordinary power lies in the Deviance gene and his extensive training and preparation. Conversely, while most Eternals also wield significant power, their abilities vary from individual to individual, and listing each one separately would be impractical. Despite their considerable capabilities, the Eternals generally fall short of Thanos due to the enhancement he derives from the Deviance genes. In this regard, Thanos stands as an exceptional outliner among the Eternals. Much like the X-Men compared to regular humans, they share similarities but possess greater strength due to their mutations. This analogy captures Thanos' elevated status in relation to other Eternals. The sole Eternal who surpasses Thanos in power is his grandfather, Kronos. Kronos, the master of time itself, was and technically still is the mightiest Eternal. Although Kronos' physical form vanished following a failed experiment, his spirit endures. While Kronos is indeed more potent than Thanos, it is worth noticing that Thanos managed to defeat him using a cosmic cube. However, this occurrence was a unique circumstance where Thanos had ample time to prepare for the encounter with Kronos. In summary, Thanos reigns supreme over the Eternals, with the exception of Kronos, although even Kronos can be defeated by Thanos given the right conditions. Do let us know what you think about this video in the comments. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.